There you go, have a little drink.
Reg Westcott works in tandem with his falcon buddy Horace. What started out as a volunteer gig has evolved into something much more.
Living out here, I actually worked at sea and I was involved in a fatality marine accident where we lost half the crew. And while I was recovering from the accident, I was never able to volunteer at a center because I was a working guy. I worked 24/7. I'd be at sea 250 days a year. And all of a sudden I had this time available and I had a need for my own rehabilitation. So I started volunteering with the birds while I was getting better myself. And I had a bit of a stress condition, and it was the only time I wasn't stressed is when I was focused on the birds of prey. I forgot about everything else. I wasn't worried about my troubles or stress. I was focused on that animal.
This year marks the 7th annual Bald Eagle Festival in Campbell River. It's a one-day event, but it is hoped that the impact lasts all year long.
When we as a wildlife rehabilitation center have the privilege to deal with these animals every day and to see each one of them having a different personality and a different reaction and seeing the injuries that we as humans have inflicted upon them, because there's so many different assorted injuries, and how we can try to protect them.
But they're pretty comfortable being around people, so we can try and demonstrate some of their natural behaviors, their natural activities in the wild.
I think the importance is becoming aware of how important the whole web of life is and how interdependent they are upon each other. So our need to protect them and become stewards of them. All of these people are stewards of what we have in our environment, and we want to protect it. And so that's the most important message.
We see the eagles flying around, we live by the ocean, we see them all the time, and we don't really realize the role they play in the ecosystem. So just the educational aspect, I am a homeschool parent, so the ability for my child to learn hands-on is huge.
Well, I really enjoyed seeing the egg display and the different species of owls. I really enjoyed that. Yes, and the live animals are wonderful to see.
I love Campbell River and I love all the wildlife opportunities, and I spend as much time as I can out in the wildlife.
A day to dedicate to learning about our neighbors in the wild, support Mars fundraising efforts, and to simply marvel at it all. In Campbell River for the Daily, I'm Marjorie Greaves.